shelf that we have. So up at the top here we have a whole range of spices. I had a friend over and he said, Sophie, this is not a student spice rack. And I said, no, it's Eva's. She's rather fond of spices. And she asked for these for Christmas, and with these little Tupperware containers, and they've been really useful for both of us, because especially when it comes to cooking. My personal favourite is nutmeg. I add it to a lot of things like omelette, scrambled egg, like French toast. It makes it so much better, in my opinion. But Eva has a lot of her favourite spices too.
Mine's cumin.
And then I'm English and I rather like tea, so we have quite a selection of teas. Me chai, detox, matcha, stuff like that, and coffee, salt and pepper, and then cereal at the back there as well. Yeah, pretty much it on this shelf. We can move on. This here is Eva's shelf. It's quite bare at the moment because this is mainly like Eva's specific bits and bobs. Like, as I said before, the stuff that we share generally goes on my shelf, but that's interchangeable. So she's got like nuts, drinking chocolate, like a naughty snack here and there, Marmite, stuff like that. Yeah, here we have what is essentially my shelf. I'm a big fan of tea, but a sad situation here is that there's only one tea bag left. So I'm going to go and have to get another one. Bear in mind it's been 6 weeks, this is 100 tea bags and now I only have one left. Also, it's always good to have something slightly healthy, so like fruit to take to university, just to stay slightly healthier. Like apples, oranges, always good as well. Onions for cooking, pretty much essential. You can't really go without onions when it comes to healthy eating. So we always get at least a bag a week, I would say, and we cook with it in pretty much everything we cook. Then we generally eat vegetarian here because Eva's vegetarian and I like to eat vegetarian too, but I have tuna for like when I'm not eating vegetarian because it's a really cheap, good source of protein. I have a couple of snacks, so like this is a Korean snack which is essentially seaweed. It tastes really good, but it's not very filling, it's more of like a taste cleanse thing. Sesame seeds. Eva and I share these. They go in like more Asian type food that we eat, so like noodles, stuff like that. Bread, always important. This is expensive bread because someone gave it to us, so we're very lucky there. Normally we have $2 bread, but it does the job just as well. And likewise with the eggs. We try to get the best eggs that we can afford. So normally we don't have free range eggs, but we don't have cage eggs. We normally get barn eggs, and we usually get 12 of them in a week, and we get through them pretty fast.
Sometimes if we've got very eggy dishes, we go for the 18 pack.
We do, but it's good value, and they've never gone off for us because we get through them very fast. And at the back, so this is pasta, but there's no pasta in it at the moment because I eat rather a lot of it, and the same with rice. I would recommend getting a rice cooker. Like, you can get a really cheap one for about $15 from Countdown, and it does the job so well. Like, you cook with rice, however often you cook with it, it's such an easy, versatile thing to cook. We often do things like either tacos or fajitas, which come in these little boxes. They come with a spice mix. Usually they're not vegetarian, but they're super easy to make vegetarian. You can make it with potatoes or something else that's slightly more proteiny, and it tastes very delicious. And the same with lasagna. As the lasagna is normally not vegetarian, we just put like lentils, chickpeas, stuff like that in it instead to make it slightly more proteiny, and it's very delicious. And a secret about this is there's actually none in here because we ate lasagna last night. Also, instant coffee. Normally we have this one, so I don't normally drink this one, but that's just there because Dad bought it for us. But yeah, everyone drinks coffee pretty much, so. And then you've got a few tins at the back here, so like lentils, chickpeas, and then there's a lasagna bake there at the back.
And tin tomatoes, that's it.
Tin tomatoes is an essential. You can't really live without tin tomatoes, to be honest, because they're cheap, easy to use, versatile. And when we came to uni, everyone seemed to have tomato sauce. So now we have 3 tomato sauces, and this is the only one that's not open. In the fridge, the other 2 are, and we're never going to run out anytime soon, let's just put it that way.
A pro tip is to communicate with your flatmates beforehand to make sure that you're not doubling up on items that everyone can use.
For sure, like, because everyone thinks, oh, I'm going to get salt and pepper and ketchup, and so you always have so much of it. So we have quite a lot of salt and pepper as well. Also for me, I have more tea. I really like this, like especially when you can have like a whole variety of teas. They're really good for me to wind down. I would recommend it to pretty much anyone. There's a whole variety of teas that help me calm down and relax, especially when it comes to study. And Barocca. It's not really much to say there, to be honest. And yeah, that's, oh no, I've got some various condiments. So there's roasted sesame oil. I also have olive oil, but we ran out recently, so I'll get some more. Soy sauce goes with a lot of things. It saves a lot of dishes, especially when you're making like egg fried rice or something noodly. Excellent to have. Vinegar. And then at the back here, got something a little bit naughty, but we won't talk about that. There we go, that is my shelf. So like, here is Alex's shelf. This is generally what he has on his. Don't really need to go into that. And here on the bottom shelf is like baking things. So we've got like flour, sugar, and stuff like that when it comes to baking and other things like that. Also lunch bags. These are quite helpful if you're taking like a sandwich or a toasted sandwich to the uni. You can just put it in really easy, and it's like not plastic, so that's good. This is actually Alex's, but he had no use for it, so we have it, and it's a sushi kit. We've not yet used it, but I feel like we will at some point.